welcome to my Flosstube channel, Thread the Needle. My name is Bonnie, and we're here for my next update. Those of you joining me for the first time, welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about pretty much everything full coverage cross stitch. And for those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back. So, a quick stitching update. I had a busy October, maybe not so much stitching wise, but there was a lot going on. My daughter came home from college for a visit and just busy. And then I went away for a little while, for a week on a trip. So not a lot of stitching done there either. But I'm excited to say in November and December, I hope to get some stitching done in preparation for December, the Christmas month. So let's begin with a little stitching update. Since the last time we were together, I worked on Tiger Dreams, which is it's a lot of stitching of dark colors, but I'm happy to say that I finished a diagonal and I can see a little snippet of other colors. So let's just show you what I got here. Okay, so this is what we've got. If you recall any of my previous updates of Tiger Dreams, it was literally always these colors right here, okay, which is just a lot of navy colors and black. But we're finally getting to this area. Now again, this is nothing. This is still background, but it just makes the stitching so much more interesting because it's a different color than the navy and the black and the 823. Right? And then I think we've got 939, 823, and black, and a lot of them. So I'm really enjoying that there's a little bit of something else going on here to kind of cut through the mundane stitching. But I'm happy that I made it through the diagonal and we can finally move on. And I guess this section here is where we'll kind of start to see some more different color background. Background still, but some difference. Then the next up on my rotation was Golden Promises. Now, if you remember from my last time that I worked on Golden Promises, I had completed the entire top row of the project. And so when I picked it up this time, I had to start the next row. So first I'm going to show you, let's see if I can cover up what I'm working on now, but still show you. So here's what was completed the last few times, right? Beautiful. It's such a lovely piece to work on. So then I had to pull up the next row, so I started right here. And I stitch in the diagonal, so I couldn't be satisfied with just doing this one tiny triangle and consider it complete. I picked a few diagonals at least to get me, enough coverage, and then I don't know what it was. I was like so obsessed about finishing this triangle section before I moved on, and I never got it done. It's still incomplete. There's still sections that need to be filled in, but I mean, I got pretty far. So this is like some kind of jewel decoration here, along with the flowers that come up here, the garland. But it is just so much fun to join. You wouldn't believe how many colors are in this area right here, but it's a lot. And so yeah, so I didn't get to work on anything else because I was so obsessed about finishing this triangle so I can, have a decent diagonal to work with. But so that's my stitching update. So what else have I got to tell you? Well, I thought it would be a good opportunity to discuss my plans for Flossmas. Yes, I'm going to do it again. I enjoy it, and I believe that those of you out there enjoy it as well. So I'm going to do it again. The main part of Flossmas is my stitching. Excuse me. So just like last time, I still have to wrap my head around it every time. I'm glad I wrote it down the first time I did it, and I kind of had instructions to give myself. But basically, the day before the first day, so it starts on December 1st, so the day before, I will post a poll of 2 projects and ask all my followers on Instagram at My Stitch Diary to select which one I will be stitching on December 1st. Then I will have a bowl of suggestions or stitching challenges. And so with the winning piece from the poll and a stitching challenge, wait now, let me see if I work this right. If I want to stitch it on December, yes, that's right. So I'll film on December 1st with the selected project, and then I will pick a challenge, and that is what I will stitch on December 1st. Because I usually stitch in the evening, so I'll make my video, then I'll stitch, and then I'll be ready on December 2nd to show you what I did on December 1st. I know it sounds complicated. It is. And if I wasn't OCD about the organization and the details, this would not work out. So that is the main part of my Flossmas, just to kind of do something fun. And I don't get a lot of stitching done because I'm only stitching on 1 day per project, and whatever stitching challenge I give. The first year was a little bit more challenging. 2 years ago, I gave myself challenges that I knew I wasn't going to enjoy, or I thought I wasn't going to enjoy. And so I was like, no, that's not happening. So last year went much nicer. I gave myself achievable challenges, like stitch only on the color red in the project, stitch on the color green, or just 100 stitches, or I can't even remember. I got to go back and check. But they were more achievable challenges that I could achieve in that one night of stitching. And then, of course, I gave myself a break because I am a lover of Christmas Hallmark movies. Some of the challenges would be, don't stitch tonight, watch a movie instead, or don't stitch tonight, bake cookies instead. So it was nice to give myself a bit of a break every once in a while so that I'm not like bogged down with having to get it done. Another favorite part of the Flossmas that I enjoy is my coffee advent calendar. So again, I got it from Coffee Junkie on Amazon. I kept looking from September, October-ish, and it wasn't available. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it came back up to be available, I automatically purchased it. It's wonderful. I've done it for the last 2 years. This will be my 3rd time. The flavors are repeated, but I don't mind. I just enjoy the mystery, even though I know what flavors are going to be coming out. Let's see if I can open this up a little bit just to show you. So it comes just in a little cardboard box like this, and inside are the coffee pods. And no, this is not going to happen neatly. Oh, there we go. I just cut through the tape. So then inside you will find 24, or is it 25 coffee pods, and each one will have a number on it. So you just find the number with the number of the day, and you take the sticker off on top, and it tells you what flavor it is, and then you enjoy that cup of coffee for that day. So I will do that again this year. So I will bring my cup of coffee for every day that I film, and enjoy it while we have our little Flossmas. And last year I added wax melts. I had an advent calendar wax melt, and it was amazing. Some of them smelled the best. Some of them were a little iffy, but it's okay. So, but I didn't want to order another one because each wax melt was like this big. That's a lot of wax to melt. So I thought, you know, instead of buying another calendar this year, I'm just going to use them. And so in the order that they were given last year, according to the Advent, on December 1st, I like to cut them into manageable sizes of wax melt so they actually just last the 1 day or something. So I think I'll do that again. And then the house will smell like, or my kitchen will smell like, the day that the Advent came out last year. I think that'll be lovely. There's enough wax in each one to probably, actually no, some of them were this big. Some of them were like 1-inch blocks. So those are more manageable. I think I probably only, even if I cut those into quarters, that would last. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have enough wax melt to last a few Christmases. And they were all very wintry Christmas smells. So I feel I could probably only use them in December. So I think it'll last me a while. But if I think that they're losing their essence, then maybe I'll just use it in like January and February, you know, and then next year get another one. So that's another part of Flossmas that I'm going to do. And I'm doing my Christmas exchange with my friend group, my local friend group again. We're feverishly working on our exchanges. I am again doing ornaments this year, and so I am trying to work really hard to get that done. I think, I can't remember when we're meeting, but usually it's towards the end of November so that we can all have ours ready to open up our first one on December 1st. So that's happening. I still have to stitch them all, then I have to finish them all, then I have to pack them all. It's a lot. On top of my regular stitching and regular stuff, it's a lot going on. I will get it done. It will happen somehow, but it's a lot. Oh, and finally, an interesting part that I'm adding to this year's Flossmas is I purchased a cross-stitch advent calendar. So it's by that How To Girls on Etsy, and the design is called Santa's Helper. So I'm going to open it with you right here. I haven't even looked inside yet. Okay, so let's see if I can slide this off without, I don't know if it's, maybe not. Let's see how neatly I can take this off. And if you haven't watched Leanne's Flosstube yet, you should head over there because she already did an unveiling of this because I sent her a box too so that the two of us can do this together. So on the back it says, stitch down the days to Christmas. 24 pieces of a cross-stitch pattern create a mystery Christmas scene. Now, I know it's probably not going to be full coverage, and it's probably just, it's like an ornament size, right? Yeah, it's an ornament. That's what it said on her site. So, oh, look, maybe I can get this off without ripping it. Okay, so 24 pieces of a cross-stitch pattern create a mystery Christmas scene. Each kit contains a 4-inch embroidery hoop. So, let's take this off. Wow, she's really got this packed in here. Okay, so as I'm reading it out, let's find out what's in there. So let's open her up. Nice, cute little box. Little cotton to protect everything. All right, so here we are. 4-inch embroidery hoop. It's really cool. It's already got a ribbon at the top for finishing. And I think, yes, there is a needle there as well. Then 14-inch Aida cloth. So I haven't done a lot of stitching on 14, almost like never. And so I'm a little worried, but I've seen some finishes and stuff on her Etsy page. So I'm like, it's got to look okay. Here's my question. For those of you who do stitch on 14 count, should I stick with 2 strands of floss or should I go with 3? Advise me. Stitchers out there, I want to know. Okay, so then of course the needle was a 26 size needle. Then we have 24 pattern cards. Okay, so it's just like a deck of cards. How to unbox your kit. If this is your first counted cross-stitch project, you might find these instructions helpful. So that's adorable. It comes with like a little instruction booklet on how to cross-stitch. Shall we see what's inside? I'll open that in a sec. So this is the first card, and it says, do not open until December 1st. Do you know how hard that is to not peek at it? I'm going to put it away right now, otherwise I'm totally going to peek. So you know what I have to do? I have to actually literally put it away somewhere where I can't see it. Otherwise, I'm so going to be tempted and it's not going to be cool. All right, so here's the little instructions on how to do cross stitch. Yeah, very cool. How to cross stitch, how to back stitch, how to half stitch, quarter stitch, how to tuck in your threads, how to stitch stitch days 2 through 24. Each day stitch okay. Cool. And then how to finish. So it even gives you finishing instructions. On Christmas Eve, your design will be finished. So if I follow along, and I'm guessing it's not going to be very difficult because it is fairly small-ish. I mean, I could totally do that, right? Sure. So, I mean, yeah. And then it shows you how to finish it on the back. And then it even, let's go back to what else is included in the box. While I make a mess here. Where was my little what's included thing? Oh, right. 24 pattern cards. So, like I said, that's here. And she very smartly put a black on the back because, you know, I would totally turn it around and peek at it. So this is going to be very difficult to not look at. I'm so excited, though. How fun is that? So I think she's been doing this for a couple years because there's been a couple of years that have been out. So it's very cool. Here's her card. If you want to join me, you want to stitch with me, here's her card. Can you see it? Maybe it's blurry, but at thathowtogirl.etsy.com. Go find her. Okay. Oh, and then the thread holder with the DMC thread. You guys, that's not a lot of thread. So I feel like this is manageable. I feel like I could totally get this done. There's literally 6 colors. I could do this. I'm excited. All right. And lastly, a felt circle to finish it off. I think it's going to be so much fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. Just another little something special to add to my Flossmas. If it works out, maybe I'll do it again next year. Maybe she'll come up with more patterns. But I thought, wouldn't that be cool to kind of like finish and then just hang on my tree on Christmas Day? Say, hey, I worked on this all December, and I was able to share with all of my viewers, and I have something to show for it at the end. Like, it's kind of cool, I'd say. So I'm going to put this back on. So yeah, that is my Flossmas plans. I think, that's all I have planned. So other than give me a little tip on stitching on 14 count Aida, if anybody has any ideas of challenges that I can give myself. Now, mind you, try to suggest something that's doable. Last year's challenges, I think I did pretty well with them. I mean, could even be just, you know, complete the diagonal or start a new diagonal or stitch cross country. I think I had a bunch of those thrown in there. I'll look back into the previous ones, but if anybody has any new challenges that they think I should throw in there, please let me know. And to finish off, let's go through my wall of cross stitch. I've got our favorite Ganesha. It's just so lovely to stitch on. 22 count, 2/1 full coverage, Heaven and Earth Designs. Then Peacock Fantasy, 28 count, 1/1 full cross, Heaven and Earth Designs. All of these are, actually I lie, not all of them are Heaven and Earth Designs. This one's not. That is London, QS Life is an Open Book London, 2/1 on 22 count, Heaven and Earth Designs. Autumn Owl Trio, 2/1 22 count, Heaven and Earth Designs. Then this is Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, I believe. This is the shelf number 1. I'm dividing the shelves and doing them separately because I don't think I have enough lifetime to actually do the whole thing. But maybe I'll actually get the first one done and framed. That's on 25 count, 1/1 full cross, Heaven and Earth Designs. This one is my tiles design that I got from Etsy. It is eventually going to be a gift for Leanne, and I think I started it on her birthday, I want to say last year. She has the same birthday as my son, so I thought that was a pretty cool and a really nice way to kind of remember her and celebrate her birthday with her. So she knows it's coming. She knows these things take time, don't you, Leanne? And but seriously, you guys should go check out her calendar. She's also talked about our Advent adventure that we're going to have, and she's got some lovely stitching as well. I will put her her link here for you guys to go check her out, her Flosstube. that is it for today. It has been really nice to catch up with you. And I really look forward to the next little while, hoping things kind of calm down with life. Diwali is coming up, which is our Festival of Lights, and we always have some cultural things going on. So I'm a bit busy the next few days with that. But once that's done, then I'm going to really kind of dig into the cross stitching. I've got to finish my gift exchanges. Once that's done, then I'm getting ready for Flossmas. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Thanks for joining me here today. Bye, everyone.